So that doesn't look too bad, does it? Yeah, we'll be all right. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna let this go for a couple of minutes here first, and then I think we're gonna engrave something too. So we're not just. I'm pretty sure like picking this name is gonna be pretty anticlimactic for most most people. Everybody, if the person isn't on stream, which is highly likely. All right, but I am going to. We're gonna. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Oh, there you are. Okay. One thing we're gonna do is go over. This product right here. I'm gonna do a video on it, but I figure you guys want to see it in action. This is Endura. It's actually made for CO2 lasers and fiber lasers. But the guys over at Endura sent this over, and he's like, "Hey, can you try this on your diode and see if it works?" It does work, but I've only did some like kind of small tests like this, and you know now that the ring light is on that camera, it's gonna be super bright. But probably see that better now. Anyway, I've already run the test on it, but I'm gonna do like a flask or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I wanted to give people a couple of minutes. I also I am going to reveal the winner via laser engraving. No, I'm not doing that. But it's a great idea. I like it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a random generator daily, and you guys I'll point the camera at the computer, and I hope you'll be able to see it, because just so it doesn't look like I'm playing favorites or anything like that. Makes sense. If that makes sense. Maybe I should have been laser engraved it. Maybe PJ is more creative than I am. Cheers. Well, Danny, I am not stopping you. So, just saying. And so also, little new merch. I had the logo redone, and I dig this much better. And there's actually another logo that has like kind of flames coming off the skull. It doesn't. I shouldn't say it doesn't translate. It just I wanted to have both versions because this looks better in just like black and white. And so while we're waiting for a minute, let me grab. Excuse me. I showed some of these off on Instagram, but let me grab some of the other proofs for merch that I have right now, and I'll let you take a look at them. I will be right B. Be right B. I was going to type BRB, and I said I'll be right. You got it. Meant to have those out here, but like everything in my life, it's a fucking dumpster fire. Oh, demonetized. I don't even know. I clicked monetize just because I'm used to it, but I don't even know why I monetized this video. All right, so let's take a look at some of the new merch. So this is the full color. This is the color logo. This is a zippered hoodie, and I don't know if you can tell on my potato camera here, but this logo isn't centered. So if you see, like, here's the zipper, it doesn't cut right through the nose, and it's like offset from the pocket a little bit. I don't know if that's a me problem or a printing problem, but I need to get that worked out before I would sell these. I like this like this. I've had a lot of people say they'd rather have like a breast pocket. Not, you know what I mean, like over here. So I might make two different kinds. And then this one just says Can't talk building shit on the back of it. I had a shirt that said this on the front, and people had said that it would be better if it was on the back, because then when people walk up to you, they won't bother you. So, taking the advice on that one. Also, you guys. Oh, sorry. You guys can hear me, I'm assuming, right? PJ, I'm not taking pre-orders yet because you can actually pick some of the stuff up in my Etsy store already, but I might turn them off just because I want to make sure that I like them first. And I go like through print on demand, so I don't really have any way to do pre-orders. Okay, so I took some of my old ideas. So this shirt just says offensive on the front because you met me, right? And then back, like kind of between the shoulder blades, is the Build That Build logo. I like the way this one turned out a little bit better than the one on the hoodie, but I almost think that might still be a little big. So I may reduce the size on that just a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like that on the back like that? Woo! Just so you know, Christopher, zippered hoodies are not friggin' cheap. I love me a zippered hoodie, and I think the lowest I could get them to where I'm actually making a couple of dollars on them is 50 something bucks. I think they're obnoxious, but I like a zipper hoodie more than I like a pullover. Let's see, and then this is another one. This is my social distancing one. It just says free hugs, and it says just kidding, don't touch me, because I don't like people. And then Adam, you haven't missed it. And then this says the Build That Build, the logo on the back. I think I mean, I'm definitely gonna have one of these. I'll probably have one of these made in full color as well. But I think the rest of the shirts are gonna get just this on the back, and so that's why I'm like, maybe I make it a little smaller. Anyway. Yeah, PJ. So PJ, for me to go through the print company that I use a company called Printify. They only have like 2 or 3 different vendors that even sell like zippered hoodies. Like a pullover hoodie is cheaper. They're all expensive, but a pullover hoodie is cheaper than one with the zipper. And since there's fewer people selling them, of course, it's more expensive. Anyway, so I'm working on that. I want to try to get. And honestly, I may take I may go with this logo on the front of that instead of the full color one, because that'll probably drop the price a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still playing around with it. All right. Thank you, woodworking YouTubers. Let's see. Somebody asked a question. Adam. No, we're going to do the drawing probably right now. You guys want to do the drawing now? Or you want to wait? Let me get you situated, and I hope I might have to turn the yeah, Vince. I found just with the print on demand companies that like doing a lot of the different colored shirts, they don't come out nearly as well as like the blacks and the grays, like the darks. Like, because I wanted a red shirt, and the white on red looks really bad. Like it doesn't print well or something on there. I don't know. I wish I could find like kind of a better company, but I haven't. What's up, Tony? Okay. All right. So let's go. I'm going to try to point you. This is going to be like Inception for a minute, because you're going to see yourself. Oh my God, you can see what I see. Okay. And then I'm going to come over here. Here's my list. There is, I think, 320 people entered. Keep an eye out for a name. Just kidding, unless you're David Paleo. All right, copy. And then I just found this random name picker thing on the interwebs. So just post you guys in here. As you can see, we have 320 people in there. We're gonna pick a random name. Bam. Dee Dick is the winner. Now, maybe the winner. Because what we need to do is come in here, and I have to make sure they're subscribed to me. find D's. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Hold on just a second. I need to get into some of my I need to get into some behind the scenes stuff real quick. I thought I'd just be able to see it on there, but I forgot that if people don't want you to see that they follow you, I have to go in a different way. So, oh, hey. Did everybody just leave? Sorry, Vince. Hey, man. So anybody that is really interested in the Aufero, it's still on like super deep sale until like February 10th. So yeah, maybe you didn't win a new, like a free one, but like the price, like for just the unit that I have, I think it's $269 right now. That is a steal for this laser. All right, let me see. I need to go into. Sorry, this is going to be boring for you, but I don't. It may take you into some stuff that I don't want you to see. Let's see. So what's everybody's doing today? What's everybody drinking? What's up, Gary? How you doing? Russ, I do not have the 10-watt sculpt fun. Patient, no, we actually just drew the winner. I'm just checking to make sure that they're still subscribed to my page, to what is this? YouTube. This is the fun of live, guys. Live stuff. We're doing it live. All right, D, why can't you make this easy on me and just be like, bam, right there. Oh, weird. This is all like, why are they like that? Dude, date subscribed. Sorry, guys. It's like, I didn't realize it was going by subscriber count. So it was just picking like, you know, like a lot of you guys probably have like one subscriber because you don't actually produce content. Also, you guys are talking. I'm not looking at anything. Hello. That was the one that didn't have the home stop locations. Which one, Michael? Which one? Mr. Silver, I'm going to get to that in just a second. I was hoping this was going to be faster. Nice, Jerry. Barry, you have more than that. Hold on. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can check. I probably should check Insta, right? Insta's easier. I actually finally have a contractor coming to the house to fix my porch. If you guys know what that means. Okay, so now, yeah, I guess I should have done this to begin with. Yep, there she is. Guys, Dee Dick is the winner. That is DEEDICK. You're welcome. All right, so let's see. The winner is Dee Dick. And then I think I can pin that, can I? Pen. Yes, pen message. Pen? Dude, seriously? So if you are Dee Dick or no Dee Dick, tell them to email me. If not, I'm gonna come in here and actually let me see if I can. I almost said it. Let me see if I can backdoor them. Let's see. Find again. D. All right. Well, we'll hit them up in a bit. What was that? Why am I blinging? Somebody bling? Okay. So let's talk about Endura Mark. I will do a video on this. There will be a video coming out, but so Jim asked if there's going to be a time frame and whatnot. Yes, I don't know what that is yet. Only because I don't know how hard it's going to be to reach Dee. I should be able to look up her, hopefully she has an email address assigned to her YouTube. If not, I can reach out to her on here. I just want to make sure if T's are not crossed and I's are not dotted, we will redo this. But I probably won't do it live. And I would say probably 5 days, maybe. How's that sound? Okay, so let's talk about Endura Mark while we're here. All right, this stuff is crazy. All right, so Endura Mark, this is stuff I have always stayed away from this because if you go to their website and Sir Mark's website, who's a competitor, it says straight up on there that you can't use Sandy. It won't work with a diode laser. Or it doesn't say that. It says you have to have a CO2 or a fiber laser. But the Endura Mark guys reached out and they said, "Hey, can you try this on the D1 and see if it'll mark?" So we're gonna find out. Well, I already know it does, but we're gonna do a flask. I will keep. Everybody will be posted, and everybody still, if for whatever reason I can't get a hold of Dee or something is sketch, I will redo it and I will reach out to the winner. Okay, so here's the first thing. This stuff, Endura Mark, it's ENDURAMARK. It doesn't really have so much of an odor, so I don't I'm probably totally gassing myself, but I've been using it in the garage, just with the when the fan's going, and it's not like spray paint. Second thing is, you spray it on and you just have to wait about 5 minutes to get going with it. So it's not like the dry Molly where you have to apply it several times, or a paint or anything that you have to let completely solidify. You can start going on this thing. You can start engraving on something within 5-ish minutes. So let me and so what we're gonna do is and now the one thing about this stuff is, as far as I know right now, and I've reached out to the owner is the guy that's contacting me about it. I've reached out to ask him. As far as I know, this only marks stainless steel. So I haven't really tried it on anything else. I did try it on brass and it didn't work. But I don't know if it's supposed to mark brass. If you look at their website, it says specifically stainless steel in there. So Here's what we're going to do. We're going to it's just a little lacquer thinner. I'm just going to clean it up. Carolina, send it to nick@builddadbuild.com. All right. So make sure that dries. Jerry, I did not. I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out until after the fact. I did cut it all on the X1 now, or the D1. I'm sorry. I've looked at the X tool and you know what I'm thinking. And I was going to, maybe I should. I just realized how close it was to Valentine's Day and didn't think it would be like super pertinent to put out. Scott, you say that like I'm going to remember that. Okay, so while the one thing I will say about the Endura mark is it's expensive. So just FYI. The other thing that's kind of weird about it, which is actually kind of a good thing, is it doesn't stick to this like a paint. Okay, it coats it. You run the laser over it, and then you just wash it off with water. So you guys will get to see if you stick around. I don't know how long this is going to take. So I may just post like the result on Insta because I don't know how much I. Yes, Scott. We'll see what the computer says on how long this is going to take. I don't know if we want to just sit here and bullshit for that long or if people are going to stick around to see the results. But this is what's cool. So check this out. You can see me. Okay. So you do just a thin coat of Endura mark. All right, I'm gonna let that sit for a second. So patient. I do not yet. He will. It's probably not going to be an affiliate link. It'll probably just be a discount code. So he reached out and said, "Hey, can you try this out?" And I said, "Yes." And I said, "Hey, if it works, is it okay if I do a video on it?" And he said, "Yeah." And I'm like, "If I do a video on it, can I get like a coupon code for my subscribers?" Which he said yes. So we have not worked that out yet. You guys get a little like kind of behind the scenes because you're on a live. But yeah, I will hammer all that out by the time I put the actual video out. What's up, Yum? To give you an idea of this stuff, and so you can buy this stuff in a rattle can. It really says that the rattle can is probably the least efficient way to use it. But you can buy it if you have an airbrush unit. So if you were going to use this for a business, I would suggest getting an airbrush unit because you can go real specific on where you want to put the stuff. But it says like use wise, doing tumblers. It says a new user can get 100 to 150 tumblers out of one can. An experienced user can get 300. So I think you start to get like see how I coded the whole thing. I probably don't need to do that because my image is probably going to be here, things like that. So if you had an airbrush and whatnot, you could tape this off and be all set. Me, I have that kind of just in your face sexiness. Not that like sly sneak up on you sexiness. It's just like crazy. I realize I'm addressing a room full of dudes, so just. Oh shit! All right, way to go, D. Email me at build, Nick at build.build.com, and we'll work stuff out. We're gonna fill you for the spray. Oh yeah. So that's next Monday, right? Yes. Okay. 7th, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm thrown off. I keep thinking today's Monday. All right. So we are going to get this guy situated. I don't know. Have I shown you guys this? I mean, it's been in some of my videos, but I went ahead and did a grid on the spoil board. As you can see, I'm horrible about staying on it. But this is from Buster Beagle. It's a free download for the X tool, and you just set it up, run it, and then you have your engravable area, and you've got all your lines, so you can line things up. Cool little thing to have. And if you have a different, that's right, it's Eastern time. Got it. It's it's a horrible place. I should write it down. So if Buster Beagle has like if you have a different laser, like the Auteur Laser Master 2 Pro, he has one of those. Like if he has the same laser as you do, he has probably a grid for it. So go check out his channel. He does really cool stuff. He's much smarter than I. Okay, so let's look. Here's the deal. This is the video I did recently. This is dry moly on stainless. And to me, this looks pretty good. It's the stupid ring light is driving me nuts. But I think what you'll see is that I'm gonna turn this on. I think what you'll see is the Endura mark is going to make this a lot darker, hopefully. So let's get into LaserBox and talk amongst yourselves. Let me import this image. This image I actually bought from if I can find it. I actually bought from, is it this one? I bought on Etsy because I was trying to do, I wanted to use this image. I love it. And I couldn't find it anywhere without, I didn't have the time to make my own. Normally I would have made my own, but I did pick this up on Etsy. It was a couple bucks. And my wife and I did dry January, so kiss my ass. Just kidding. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to measure this one, get an idea. So it looks like we're going about 65, 25 from the top. So let's. Oh, so I'm sorry. What I was saying about this, this stuff is it also like if it here, since it doesn't stick like a paint. See that right there? That's just for me touching it. So you got to be kind of careful with it. Like it'll just rub off. But that's the reason it's so easy to get off after the fact too. Okay, sorry, I got sidetracked. That happens. That happens around here every once in a while. What did I say? 65? 65. All right, 65. We're gonna do that. I think we're good to go. Well, we need to change this to stainless steel. I'm using the stainless steel setting on in LaserBox, which is 12 meter, it's 100% power, 12 millimeters per second. We're gonna frame this. The other thing that's nice about this stuff is you saw it went on white, but it marks black. So it's a lot easier. Here, I'll show you again. It's a lot easier to set up your crosshairs. Can you see that at all? Hold on. Here, let me turn this off. Okay, so I can really see where the crosshairs are on this white, whereas like something's black or dark, it's harder to see. Did I just turn my camera off? Sorry. Whoops. Hey, at least I didn't just end the live stream. That does happen occasionally. Oh, by the way, how glitchy are we? Since I've been gone, actually, let me frame this first engraving fucking thing. Yeah, we're probably not going to stick around for the whole thing because right now it's telling me that it's going to be 75 minutes. All right, hold on. So when you're engraving flasks, we're just going to start this. I'm going to have to turn on the fan too. I can't remember how bad this stuff smells. When you're engraving flasks, the best way to do it is to adjust your focus halfway between the highest point and the lowest point, and you should be good. Anyway, okay, so awesome, married man. That's very cool because since I've not really been gone, but I installed a mesh network in the house. So I should have much stronger internet in the garage now than I have in the past. Not glitching at all. Fantastic. Ooh. Yeah, Jim, man, that's the truth, man. Finishing is it's problematic right now. All right, let's see. Go here. That's so not what I just told you to do. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And I'm stuck in my Google Drive. Don't keep opening it. What's up, 360? You're watching on two different devices. What are you doing? I mean, I appreciate it, but Jesus. All right, let's go into, oh yes, it's now Google Workspace. If you're fancy. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Go to this account, my other account, business account, still in Google Workspace. Well, hello there. Let's see. What about you and Paige podcast? When will it fire up again? So funny story. I believe we're supposed to record tonight, but Paige just got a new student at work, so has somebody shadowing her, and she's got to train them to eventually do what she does. And she got that student on Monday, and she has not mentioned the podcast at all. So I think she has forgotten. And I think we're probably not going to record tonight. So probably next week. $360, what you drinking? So I am curious why. I appreciate the bonus view, but why are you guys watching on two different devices? Is that like something the cool kids are doing? I'm too fucking old. Jack, not bad. You know what? So as a kid, I
and this is before I appreciated whiskey in general, but I did not like Jack. And I always thought it was like this, you know, because it's a sour mash. And I always thought it was that. And so I just, when I started drinking whiskey, I just never went anywhere near Jack because didn't like it when I was a kid, you know. And my brother had some Jack over here, and I was out of booze, so I drank his, and it's kind of delicious. I'm not a Black Label guy, but and that's what it was. But even for Black Label, which, you know, I mean, Jack and Jim, you know, kind of lower end of the spectrum, but pretty fucking good. Yeah, right. Like I said, I mean, I didn't like any whiskey at that time. A buddy of mine and I in high school stole a bottle of Wild Turkey, like a pint bottle of Wild Turkey from my brother, and him and I drank that, and I think we had some beers too. I don't think we just drank that. We might have smoked a little weed. I'm not sure. Demonetized, and we both just ralphed whiskey all night, and that turned me off of whiskey. I couldn't smell whiskey. I could, especially Wild Turkey, I could smell whiskey for years. Sorry, I'm kind of rolling through and reading. So Scott, I have my main TV is a smart TV. It's a Sony, you know, and it's relatively new. I mean, I bought it after the house flooded, so it's 4 years old. It, for the life of it, cannot find my Wi-Fi in the house. I mean, it's hardwired, so no big deal, but it's in the living room. Like, everything in the living room is connected to Wi-Fi. Actually, I take that back. It can find it, but it can never connect to it. Piece of crap. All right. Same phone, laptop, bird dog. See, PJ, man, I can't do the peanut butter. Everybody keeps telling me that what is it? Screwball is really good. I can't do peanut butter whiskey. But see, I don't like the flavored stuff anyway, like any of that stuff. Oh, no, I appreciate you watching two things. I just was curious why, if there was a reason. Can't type on your phone. Well, Scott, I don't know. How the fuck am I supposed to know that? So check this out. What's up, Charles? I wish it looked like this. This is what you see, like, while it's going. Look at how dark that is. I'm like, shit, I want it to look like that. And then the thing is, like, when you take it off, of course it gets a little lighter. Like, especially when I was doing these, like, yeah, actually, those look pretty good on there. But the numbers look much more pronounced until you scrape the stuff off. Now, what I understand is this. I don't know how well Dry Molly stays on there. This stuff, they have a whole list of shit that won't take it off, which involves like different acids and whatnot. So it's supposed to be pretty permanent when it goes on. PJ, man, I can't do flavored whiskeys. My brother, it was so funny. He's not a big drinker anyway, right? And he's like a sugar fiend. Like, he just loves sweet stuff. He loves desserts and stuff like that. And I'm not a big dessert guy, and like, I don't like, my vice is salty, like savory over sweet. So I migrate towards like pretzels for a snack and stuff like that. But he, you know, anything that's sweet is what he likes. And so he started to get like a little interested in whiskey. So I recommended some whiskeys to him. He didn't like any of them. And then he found that, like, Jim Beam and stuff, like they make, like cinnamon and vanilla and stuff like that, which is kind of almost like a liqueur at this point. And so now he's a vanilla Jim Beam guy, I think. And I was like, oh man, I thought we were gonna like connect on this whole bourbon thing. So Scott, where are you from? When you say shine, man, like I lived in West Virginia for a while, and I just remember like anytime you go to a party, somebody has moonshine in the freezer. And it's always like the good stuff. Like it's not like that, like you might go blind from it. It's like apple pie or pear or some shit like that. And it was always delicious. Pumpkin whiskey. Interesting. Wait, Southern Tier, pumpkin beer. So before I really got into whiskey, I was into a lot of like craft beers, and pumpkin sounds familiar. So my wife really likes the pumpkin flavored beers, and I'm trying to think if pumpkin was the thing that we could hardly ever find. Anyway, it is sweet. See, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, so check this out. Okay, well, you guys haven't met Red yet. Red is my Charles. That sounds very familiar. I just remember there was like during like the fall, like the pumpkin beer season. Houston has a pretty wide selection of stuff that comes here, but I want to say pumpkin was one of those things that like when they got it in the liquor store, you could only buy like 2 or something, like Tall Boys or whatever. Anton, give me a second. So most of you guys don't know this, but I grew up in Missouri, and I have some redneck roots, and sometimes I draw on those, and it like my alter ego, my redneck alter ego was born. We call him Red, and Red drinks Tall Boy Bud Heavies. So, we may see some more beer on the channel, along with Red. Okay, so let's see. Dude, nice 360. I hope you used my discount. And somebody asked a question, Anton. Okay, so you're looking to buy a laser to do glass mirror and tumbler engraving. The D1 5 watt, perfect for that, man. You don't really need the 10 watt D1 unless you want to cut like kind of thick material. The one thing you might consider is that the D1, the 10 watt will be like slightly faster, because it's, especially when you're doing like if you're doing glass engraving, or like if you're doing, depending on the tumblers you're doing, it's not going to be all that much faster if you're doing like a coated tumbler. Like, find something over here that doesn't look like horse shit. If you're doing something, no, that's a bad one. If you're doing something that looks like this, so it's coated, like it's coated metal, and you're just going through the metal, not going to matter. Now, if you want to engrave stainless, say something like this, like what we're doing over here, the D1 10 watt is going to go a little faster because it's going to be able to put more heat on here while it's doing it. To take paint off is no big deal. You don't need power for that. So like this, totally could do on a 5 watt. Not to say, and I'm sorry, that sounded bad. Not to say you can't do this on a 5 watt. It might take you a little bit more time. Also, either if you're thinking about, where'd you go? Also, Anton, if you're thinking about ordering through Xtool, either email me at nick@builddadbuild.com and I'll give you my code so you can get like 8% off. It's weird, I know. Or go look at any one of my videos where I talk about the Xtool D1, and it should be in the description as well. Hold, please. Yes, sir. Did you want to come out, or so you want to come out? The little homies here. So Scott, what do you think about the S9? I have the S6, and it was just okay. Like, but I hear that the S9 is definitely it's definitely an improvement, which they all are, right? Like, you know, I always hate to talk bad. Sorry, I'm getting a little hot. Bud, you want to come hang out over here? Hop on up, bro. Just do me a favor, don't look directly at the laser. Do you want glasses? Here, let me just put this up. Hold on. Let's do. Yeah, guys, if you have kids, make sure that they're not staring at the laser. Because I have on more than one occasion really just kind of, because it gets a little mesmerizing just to like watch it work. And, you know, honestly, if you glance at it once in a while, no big deal. And depending on like, if it's, you know, a flat surface, a lot of times, especially the Xtool, like it's so close to the surface, you don't really get the shot out. But every once in a while, you're looking at it and you will feel it. If you've ever accidentally watched somebody weld, it's similar. Like you burn the inside of your eye. Let's see. So John, here's the thing. Are you looking for 20 watt output? Because if you're looking for 20 watt output, you're kind of in a weird arena. And this is why. Well, let me explain why I say output first. Okay, so the laser, the Aufero Laser Master 2 Pro, which if you've been doing any research, you've probably heard of. It's one of the units that a lot of people have. That is a 20 watt laser. It has a 5.5 watt output. So see where like things can get screwy real fast. The D1, the Xtool D1 comes in 5 watts and 10 watts. As far as I know, there's not too many diode lasers that come in anything over 10 watts. I know that like Niji or somebody it has like an 80 watt laser, and I was like, wow, it's an 80 watt diode. And I looked it up and it's the same thing. It's like a 5.5 output. It's just 80 watts coming in. So if you're looking at something like 20 watts or whatnot, you're looking at something like a CO2 laser, or if you want to etch metal, you're looking at a fiber. Now, if you're looking for a CO2 laser, I would encourage you to go check out fslaser.com, full spectrum laser. They are an affiliate. We work together, but I like their products better than Glowforge. I've had Glowforge owners tell me that I made the right decision in going with them over Glowforge. No offense to Glowforge folks, except a little bit of offense. Right. And Spots is right. 360 Spots is right. The D1, the 10 watt laser is actually two 5 watt lasers, and one points at a mirror. I don't exactly understand how it works, technology, but somehow two 5 watt lasers hit and beam down into one 10 watt laser. Scott, which one? Oh, you're the Sculpt Fund. Here's the funny thing about Sculpt Fund. They reached out to me. They sent me the S6, right? And I demoed it, and then they sent me a thing, and they said, "Hey, will you demo the S9?" And I said, "Well, I can, but I can't demo it until after the first of the year because I'd already had way too many projects lined up." And never heard from them since. I was like, "I will do it." The M1 does look like the Muse and the Glowforge. I'm gonna guess they all kind of land in the same place. I know a lot of people that don't like the Glowforge because they say it's too I don't know how to explain it. What I was told is that like it tries to be so plug and play that sometimes it tries to outguess you. And usually when it tries to outguess you, it's wrong. Now that was a buddy of mine. It's like really more of a technical guy. Like if you buy a Glowforge and all you want to do is one thing over and over and over, the settings are in there. You probably just dial it in and do that. All right. I will be right back. I need to put this away before it gets hot. You, sir, you're fine. You can stick around. I'm just going to put this in the front. You okay?
Yes. I did.
All right, sorry about that. I was just like looking at a beer getting hot on my workbench, and shit ain't cool. Charles, yeah, I mean, it looks decent. I haven't put hands on it, so I don't know. I know that Dave Picciuto over at Make Something on YouTube, he has a review on it, so he used it, and it looks pretty. I mean, like what it does, like the other stuff that it does is kind of neat. Like you can draw something and put it on the bed, and the camera will see it and do it. I mean, it looks cool. I just I can't speak to it because I haven't used it. I will get them to send me one eventually. Yeah, Cyber Lizard, and honestly, like you kind of get into that with these lasers. Like I have a relationship with Sane Smart, who sent me out the little CNC that I have back here, the Jimitsu 3018. And they reached out and they're like, "Hey, we're building a laser, will you demo it?" And I was like, "Yeah, it looks like every other laser." So, but that's good to me, I think. Scott, the Glowforge is expensive and it's limited in what it can do. Because you want to do tumblers, you can't do those in a Glowforge. Like in a Muse, Now, granted, you have to buy the riser and all the stuff, but you can buy a Muse and then later buy the riser and the rotary attachment and do tumblers. Cheers, 360. So Charles, that is true. I will say this though, it seems like most of the CO2 lasers, unless you go with like your Chinese boxes, or like I don't even know, I don't know who, like I don't know anybody that has an Omtech, so I'm not sure. But like your Glowforge, your Muse, your M1, they all kind of have some proprietary software. The cool thing about the Muse is, though, is it has it doesn't need an internet connection. It has like an IP address, so you can just connect to it wirelessly from your computer, but you don't do it over Wi-Fi. To me, it's kind of tomato, because if your Wi-Fi is down, but it is, I mean, it's kind of nice to not use any wires and have it like local in your house, and you don't have to worry about like your internet speed. I can. Okay, so like 360, let's put it this way. What do you want to laser engrave in your shop? It'll be easier for me to speak to it that way. All right, Scott, take it easy, brother. How you doing, bud? You. Sir, you okay? What's wrong? You good? All right. Regular stuff, flask, tiles, wood. Okay, gotcha. So, some of it's personal preference. You'll have your diehards out there that are like, hey, if you're engraving wood, that smoke is going to get you. And my thing is, I use a torch on wood all the time. Now, normally I'm kind of ventilated, but I'm like, have you ever been around a campfire? Like a certain amount of smoke to me is no big deal. What's up, Troy? Now, if you're cutting wood, you will fill your shop full of smoke. Like it just will, depending on, like if you're doing a big cut. If you're doing glass or something like that, it depends on, like right now, like I have the Endura mark going on metal, right? And I don't even have the garage open because I'm not getting the smell off this. Like I said, I don't exactly know how safe this is, so I probably should have the fan on anyway. What I end up doing a lot of times is I just raise my garage door about a foot, and then I have a big old fan that I point out the garage door, and so I use it kind of as an exhaust fan. Yes, sir. I can do it in just a minute, bud. Give me 8 minutes. Okay? And I will totally help you out. Okay? Homie? You still there? So patient, I don't know if you saw, but I just put this piece of wood in front of it so he can't see it. And well, you can see the light flash, but like he can't see the actual beam. Okay, so 360. And then if you're doing something with if you're doing glass and you're using like cold galvanizing compound, you're gonna want to vent out, because cold galvanizing compound is like, it's zinc based. It's putting fumes in the air that are harmful, and you want to vent that out. Plus, it doesn't smell great. Impatient. You can always be that guy, man. A lot of people don't realize, like, I'm kind of a safety nut for as crazy as I act with a lot of my videos, I'm pretty safety oriented. Yeah. So 360, you're gonna want to have some way to vent, like on occasion, depending on what you're doing, I guess. Jeremy, what's up, brother? Cheers, sir. So if you look up at the pinned comment, you won. Do. All right. Sorry about that. I'm reading stuff. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wow. We might sense. So I love this. And they're constantly tweaking on the X Tool software, Laserbox's software. In the last update they did, they kind of changed. If you guys have heard me talk about this before, like somebody forgot to like carry a 1 or something when they decide to calculate times, because it would be like, oh yeah, it'll be 15 minutes. And it'd be like an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. It'd be crazy off. And the bigger something got, or the more you adjusted it, the more it would exponentially get worse. So this was like 75 minutes. And there's no way that it's been 75 minutes, because I started it like a good 15 minutes after I started the live stream. We've been going for 60. It's almost done. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait until this finishes so we can actually see the result. I was worried that we weren't going to be able to have that kind of time. Did the dog go inside? Did I let the dog inside? I did, didn't I? Okay. Are you going inside? All right. All right. So let's see. Let's talk merch one more time, since we're just all here. And I can get some opinions because I would appreciate them. So this is kind of the new logo. Boop. Let me punch it down a little bit. Punch my junk. I'm kind of in love with the new skull design and everything. Like, I didn't dig the old thing. And then we also have another version of this that has flame on it. So we have the hoodie. So we've got full color. We have the flame. I was pointing out to you guys earlier that this is not, and I don't know if this is a me problem or the printer problem yet. This is not centered. Like if you look, the nose is right here, and this is the zipper right there. So it's not centered. It's not centered with the pocket down here, which is why we do proofs, right? And then on the back it says, "Can't talk building shit." And then these are some other just shirt designs that I've either used before and put the Build logo on, or they may be new. It's my social distancing shirt. Right. And then so this kind of goes between your shoulder blades. And so my question with this is that too big on somebody? Like, would you rather the logo be smaller on the back? Allow me to demonstrate. It'd be kind of like that, I think. I can't see. But should it be a little smaller? Part of me is like, it should be a little smaller, and part of me is like, I'll see my shit. This is another one of my just saying shirts, because if you've met me, you know. And then same thing. So we have Build That Bell in the back. But so you think lower, because my whole thing was I really wanted it to be kind of like between your shoulder blades and not in the middle of your back. I thought that made more sense. PJ, it's a print on demand company, so maybe. Charles, I hate people. Don't touch me. The best personalized engraved product to sell. So it's a hard one, man, because tumblers are huge, but it's super saturated. I would say flasks are a better idea, and here's why I say that. Because never flames. What's wrong with you? I would think, wouldn't I? I feel like if you're selling flasks, you may not sell as many one-offs, like just one flask to someone, but you'll get hit up more for like bachelor parties and like wedding parties. And so to be able to like get, your image and everything you need to do ready and then batch it out over like 5 to 10 flasks over just doing one-offs, I feel like you probably would like make more money there. And honestly, what I even suggested in the flask video that I did was, offer a discount on over 10 or something like that. So like you get people to maybe order a couple more. Nice, Charles. Thanks. Bigger, smaller, whatever. We're so close. We're so close. I'm a little worried. Where's my phone? No, it looks all right. I've done one or two of these where I think I have my settings off, but the image looks a little grayer than black, and when it comes off, same thing. Like it's not as either. No. I love my Patreon receipt that I receive every month. If you guys are on Patreon, like if you subscribe to people, you get a receipt every month. Hey. All right. So Dee Dick, by the way, has announced themselves, and we're all good. So no new. Did Jim take off? Jim, sorry, we're not doing a re deal. And Dee, I did get your email. I'll email you the details. The company, well, I don't know. They were really not wanting to send out another unit. So hopefully I can deal with them and just get it sent to you. If not, I'll send you that one. But yeah, I mean, I don't mean I did it's in the contract. You're getting a unit. I don't mean to sound like that, but I had to kind of argue with him a little bit. Let's see. All right, and so does anybody have any questions or anything? We're so close to being finito on this deal. I don't really tell, but so close. No, I'm not out of it. We're all good. No. It was they were like, what do you mean? And originally they had sent something to me and they're like, well, we'll ship you 2 units and you can just mail it to whoever. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll pay the shipping, no big deal. But then when they sent the contract over, they said, they'll take care of it. So you have a unit coming. Harley guy, who is RT's crew? I feel like I should know who you're talking about. To me, that looks like Rooster Teeth, and I don't know why Rooster Teeth would be doing that. And I'm pretty sure when you say what, like, who RT is, I will feel like an idiot. But I'm curious now. Oh, we're so close. No. I would love to turn. My grandfather was a big wood turner. I just don't have. When I was speccing out the shop, I was gonna buy a lathe, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I mean, it's my fucking garage, and I didn't realize the footprint I would need for a lathe, because I didn't want a bench top. Like, I want a full size lathe, because I'm me, and I'm glad I didn't, because I don't think I would have enough space for it. Eventually, I will be turning shit. Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Like RT just threw me off. We're gonna kill this bottle. Like I said, the wife and I did dry January, so whoops. And when I say we did dry January, we did. We stopped on the 30th, so that bottle A was not full today, and B actually wasn't full yesterday either. But just saying. Got it. We're all good, man. I just like I said, I should know who this is, and I don't know, whatever. I'm debating on where this is gonna go. Oh, all right, we're done. So, my son also wants to play Sonic the Hedgehog with him. So, we're gonna check this out, and then I'm gonna be out. Okay, so this is what Endura Mark looks like after the fact. I'm going to step inside real quick and rinse this off in the sink. It literally comes off the water. I would do it out here, but I'm afraid I'll make a mess. So I'll be right back. All right, that quick, and then let me find the original. I'm probably gonna have to turn this light off because it looks right. Okay, so here is. Wait a second. Can't remember now. Okay, shit, I was about to do this backwards. Okay, so here's Dry Molly, and here is Endura Mark. So it's definitely darker. I can definitely feel it a little better. But here's the thing, man. I mean, okay, so yes, it is more expensive, but hold on. I'll get you up here. It is more expensive, but to take everything off of this, like prep time and to remove time, is heinous on this. I know some people say you can rinse dry molly off of water. You can. It takes like 45 minutes. And like prep time, this at least 45 minutes. So dry molly, let it dry 15 minutes. Dry molly, let it dry 15 minutes. Dry molly, let it dry 15 minutes. So 45 minutes, actually a little bit more than that because you got to let the last coat dry. This stuff's like a minute. It's darker, and this is supposed to be like bulletproof now. In the video, I will obviously link to their charts. Turn that off. But wow, that's very cool. So here's the deal. If you want this flask, email me, nick@builddadbuild.com, and I will I'll take everybody that emails me his name, and I will I'll run it that name, the random name generator or whatever, and I will send it to you. All right, now I need to go. I need to go hang out with my kid because he wants to play Sonic the Hedgehog, and so that's what I'm gonna do. Love you guys. Thanks for coming out. Go check out all my stuff. I have a video coming out tomorrow. I honestly can't remember what it is. And then we got some other shit that we got to do. But now I got to hang out with my kid. So love you guys. And like I said, if you want the flask, email me and just title it Halloween Flask or something along those lines, so I'll know why you're emailing me, and then I'll send it to you. All right, pieces.